Hello and welcome to #Friday Sews. My name is Carole and this is my channel, Sew Carole. And #Friday Sews was created by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room well over 2 years ago and now, I think. And the idea is we all get together on a Friday, as I'm sure we all know by now, but I want to thank her every week for just creating this marvellous sewing community. So we chat about what we've been sewing, what we may have been shopping and buying, and of course a little tiny bit about life. So I have to say, I'm sorry I'm coming to you in a jumper today, but I have been frozen all day. It's been 10 degrees, it's been rainy, and I was so cold I put a jumper on again. I hope this is the last time, with May fast approaching, that I'm going to have to be wearing a jumper. So, but anyway, in case you wanted to know, although why would you want to know about jumpers now? It was Butterick 6388, and this was a pattern I had so much success with in the winter. I made the dress and I also made the sweatshirt top out of this beautiful sort of spotty, mild sweatshirting. It had the lovely collar, which I need because it's so cosy. Anyway, enough about the British weather. What have I been doing this week? Behind me is a triumph and a disaster, but I'll get back to that in a minute. So I have had brilliant success with trousers this week. Now, I feel really sad for my coronation trousers because I made them at the weekend and I was thrilled with the fit, everything. I used Simplicity 8891 and I did the view that's kind of hidden there, view D. I have made the shorts before, so I knew it was a good pattern and it would fit me. And they really did, and I'll show you them now. I loved them and I feel sorry for them because I then made another pair of trousers which I loved more. The fit is amazing. It's just such a shame that I will probably only wear them on the Coronation Day, which is a Saturday, and the day after, is where lots of villages are having events. So I'll probably wear them 2 days and then that will be it, because I really can't wear them normally. Even though my husband says I could, I can't wear them. So as I said, I was really pleased, super fit. They have a side, well, I put an invisible zip in because I'm useless with the other zips and the flaps, so I put an invisible zip in. So I was really, really pleased with them. If you remember, I lost the waistband pieces, so I used another waistband, but it's actually a little bit too thick, but never mind, it makes a nice comfy high-waisted pair of trousers. So I'm so sorry, trousers, but I then went on to make an amazing pair, which I fell in love with. Now, these were my cargo trousers I made this week and I was so excited about them. I put a pattern review out, which I'm sure you've probably all seen by now. It was Simplicity 9471. I did the same view as view B as on the envelope that the model's wearing there, and I absolutely loved them. Now my husband has been away, so I didn't even have him to talk to and show them, hence I did my very first pattern review. So thank you very much if you did watch that. I was really pleased with them. In my pattern review, I forgot to tell you a couple of things. One of them is they are quite high-waisted, but you kind of get that hint from the envelope. And the other thing is it's got a flat front, but it has got an elasticated back. It's not very elasticated, as you can see, but it just adds a little bit of comfort there. I made them in a linen, a nasty coloured linen that I dyed last year. Didn't go too well, so I have got some shading in it. I think you can see it there, kind of blue, but it didn't matter. It's just added to them. It's full woven fabrics. I have got a stretch twill that I am actually going to try when I make another pair, because I will make another pair without a doubt. So that was these. Give them a try. If you saw my pattern review, you saw that one of the pockets was a little bit confusing because it kind of folds up on itself like a concertina. Next time I'm going to make a different view, not because it was tricky, but just because it may be less bulky It was fine in this linen. I think this is a linen mix actually. But I think on something like a twill, having those sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of fabric just on your thigh may be a bit too heavy. So I'm going to try the version with the pockets sat on the top there. Very similar to a Simplicity pair of trousers that I love as well. So that was 2 pairs of trousers that I absolutely fell in love with this week, but I'll be definitely wearing these more than I will the Coronation trousers. Now, it won't have escaped your attention that I also made a t-shirt to go with the Coronation trousers. So this was this was my tester. So this was the embroidery design, and it is the official Coronation logo. Now, I purchased this from Etsy, put it on a USB stick. I think I told you last week actually, and did that. So that was my tester. It took an hour to do. It was very, very intensive in parts. So I thought, because I wanted it on a jersey t-shirt, I thought I am not going to risk that intensive a pattern. There's a proper technical thing to call it, but anyway, a high thread or something like that, high stitch count or something. So I thought I'm not going to risk it. So I did it on some blue fabric, some cotton fabric, and I then appliqued it on. And now a second reason I did this was because this cotton jersey, this navy cotton jersey, was really lovely. I got it from First from Fabrics. So obviously I'm only going to wear this again just for the weekend. So as I appliqued it on, I'm then going to take that off and then replace it with something. I'll come back to that in a minute. But yeah, so that's why I've done it like that. It does a tiny bit look like a target on me, but never mind. But I think the two together work quite well. Initially I was worried about them looking like pyjamas, but I think I'll be okay, because I think people will dress up and it'll be fun. So that was the successful top I made to go with my Coronation trousers. Now I'm going to show you a fail, because it's not all about successes in the sewing room, is it? This was a fail. This was a Lutterlow pattern. Now it's nothing to do with the pattern, it's to do with the fabric. But I made this top here and I had high hopes. I made it in a chambray, and the middle panel I put an embroidery design on. And here it is. I love the embroidery design. It's chambray. There's something about chambray that just makes it look scruffy. I have used it before and I've felt the same when I've tried it on. So even though I did a bit of top stitching, I put this lovely flower display on there, I just don't like it. I don't like it on. The fit's not 100% either. It's a bit wide here, so it needs to come in a bit. But I'm not entirely happy. But rather than, I'm going to make this again, but I'm going to make it in a pattern, a nicer fabric. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to then, when I've finished with this t-shirt, I'm going to take that off and I'm going to make that an applique and then move it over onto that one, because I really don't want to waste all that embroidery because it was so pretty. So that's my intention. It's not a waste. I'll keep the fabric, but I'm just going to cut out that patch and put it on this after the Coronation. I did a bit more embroidery this week as well. I bought the boys 2 very cheap t-shirts. They had pockets on, so this time I removed the pocket. I got that off quite successfully actually, because then I could put the logo in the middle. But what I've done is put the CR3 in on both of those. So they got great matching t-shirts. So I was really pleased with those. That was the Charles Rex III. So that was another bit. I just love my new machine. Adam from Adam Sews has been really kind, and after watching my video last week about the baby grower I made with the poppers, sent me some patterns that he has used with success that don't necessarily need poppers. So one of them was the Harem trousers, made by Jack's mum. I think that's the name of the pattern company, but I have made a little pair of trousers so far. Look at these, they are so cute. they've got like a faux pocket on, so I had to do that detail. But little joggers. Now I know they're tiny, and there's a reason behind that. I actually made the premature newborn, you know, small baby. The reason behind that is because we don't know what size the baby's going to be, but my son was small, my daughter was very small, and I'm talking sort of 3.5, 4 pounds. So it was really difficult to buy prem baby stuff then, and we had such a job getting stuff. So I'm just going to make one little tiny teeny outfit in case that we have the same issue. So I made a little pair of trousers, and I'm halfway through. Don't often show you halfway through things. Just a little long sleeve vest. Now this is the snag. It's going to have poppers, and it's going to have poppers here, but I've ordered some metal ones. I'm going to go back to those, but as I said, it's just one little outfit that just in case it's a teeny tiny baby, I'm then going to go on and use the rest of the sizes. Now I was really keen, I'm so glad Adam sent me the pattern, and it's got all the different sizes, but of course it's a PDF, and we know I don't like PDFs, but for baby things I make the exception because it doesn't take too many pages. Tracing it off, I had an idea, and I'm sure many of you already do this, but I thought there must be some carbon paper out there. Do you remember when you used to type a letter and you used to put a sheet of paper, I think it was called onion paper, in between, and then you type, physical type, and then it would hit it and make an impression? Well, yeah, there is dressmaking carbon paper out there. It was Burda carbon paper, and the idea is to transfer markings from your pattern onto your fabric, and I think this then washes off. Tracing carbon paper, hope so. But I thought, I'm sure that could be used when you're actually tracing patterns. So I did a test, and yes, I drew round one of the sizing on that. I'll insert a picture, makes it a bit clearer, onto the pattern paper, and yeah, sure enough, it's made a mark, a nice blue line. So that's kind of one step quicker for me, certainly on something like a baby top, so I can then just cut that out. Because I find with the tracing wheel, I can't see those little dots. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't know, does anybody else use this carbon paper, or do they use it for actually transferring markings onto fabric? That seems very brave to me, but let me know if you've used it before. Oh, I have been naughty. I bought some more fabric for the baby. I know, that's it now. I've got to get cracking and sewing what I've got. But this was stuff I ordered a few weeks ago from My Fabrics in Germany, because they have some very different designs. So first of all, I got 2 bits of, I think it's cotton lawn or very soft cotton, because I'm going to make the baby a dress or something, I don't know. But look at this, it's little feet, little cute little feet in the pinky shades. And this is stars, so I thought that was really cute. So I'm not sure what I'll make quite yet, but that's that. I also got 2 bits of jersey. This is kind of a waffle jersey, snoozy fabrics it's called. It's like a waffly knit with the lovely teddy bear faces, and I know they're gonna love that one. And also this sort of pinky, very soft cotton jersey with the little Nelly the elephants on, the mummy and the baby elephant. So that's it. Don't let me buy any more baby fabrics. But I did buy just something else this week, and that is this dimple. I don't know if you call it minky, but we call it sort of like a dimple fleece, because I bought this back in Florida. It's fleece, and I needed a bit of that to bind it together. I'm going to do a self-binding blanket. I think you call it a receiving blanket. So I want to get that done. Hopefully that won't take me too long. But yeah, that's one of my plans for next week. Now my daughter Katie needs something to wear for when she performs with the band and with her choir for the coronation. So I went on to Minerva and I chose viscose jersey fabric, which was described as a medium weight, luxurious jersey. I was really disappointed with it. This is it. Now obviously we want the red, wine, blue theme, but this is more pinky and the quality is so thin. There's, you know, it's just not good at all. Very, I mean, you'd see right through that, which obviously she doesn't want if she's performing. So, I mean, Minerva's very good. I'm going to send that back, but I'm waiting for some more fabric to come. Now, the dress I'm going to make for her is actually one she bought from a shop and I just copied it. I'll put, a couple of years ago, I'll put the picture of the one that I just made up. I'm really hoping the fabric comes very quickly because I need to make that dress up for her. But yeah, it's just one I literally just traced around. I copied it, put sort of like a drawstring waist in, and it was the same. So no pattern for that, but I just need the fabric. I haven't really been anywhere to give you any photos this week, but I forgot to show you some photos. During the Easter holidays, I went with my grandson to an aircraft museum. We've got a local small airport near us, and they've got a very museum with a lot of old planes, and I mean old planes. They are not in the best condition, but the amazing thing about them is that you can climb in to these planes and just sit there, flick all the switches, play around with the, you know, all the controls. It's brilliant fun. Yeah, they've been open to the elements for years, so they're not the neatest inside, but it is great fun. And I'm sorry, I'm a middle-aged woman and I loved sitting in the pilot's seat. I mean, it's one of them is like half a commercial plane. And just sitting there and pretending that, you know, I was the first captain, he was the captain, sorry, I was the first officer, and we were just playing around for ages. They also had like an air traffic control box. So it was just a little room up high where you can actually see the proper runway of the airport, and you've got the binoculars and they play over the proper airwaves, the air traffic controllers talking to each other. It's just brilliant idea, and we had so much fun that day, so I will put a couple of photos in of us too. When we were sat on the commercial plane, you know, we strapped ourselves in, and I said to Ollie, I said, so where do you want to go? And he went, Florida. And I said, great choice. I said, then I can go and see my friends. He wanted to see Mickey Mouse and I wanted to see my friends in Florida that I miss dearly. So yeah, he made a great choice. I just put those few photos at the end, and also some of the bluebells that have finally come out in the garden. So that means May is on its way if we've got those bluebells out. So let's hope for some better weather. I'm going to leave it there for this week. I don't know what you're up to this weekend. It is a bank holiday in the UK, first of 3 in May. We are planning to go away in the caravan, only about 50 minutes away, but it's a direction we never normally go. We always tend to go west, but for a change, we're going to go east. Whatever you get up to, I hope you have an amazing weekend. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love your company and I love chatting to you in the comments. Hope the weather's amazing for you, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.